Hey, my Go Tribe. I know I agitated a few of you right now. And see, I understand you completely, so let's take it step by step. You're not angry with the message Easy is bringing out. You're angry with the messenger because of her previous behaviors on the internet, and it is your right to judge it. I'm not even going to speak on that. Now, has she attacked Very Dark Man because a lot of people say this is her karma? Of course, she has, and I still don't understand where that beef is coming from. And she has gone really, really hard with a lot of people. But that still doesn't take away from the message itself. But let's speak about behavior for a second. So people spoke about this being her karma for attacking VDM. I feel like her karma is not this. Her karma is having to relive what her past brought to her. Her karma is going through the pains of trying to redefine herself as a person and not having the right outlets to do that. Unfortunately, she had come to social media, and because of her past, because of what she knows, that's the same behavior she exhibited. And now we speak about behavior. When you have been through a traumatic experience in life, not just trafficking, it could be anything. Poverty alone is a traumatic event, It can alter your brain chemistry. The way you see life and the way you focus can create a lot of very ill behaviors, that could be dangerous to the public in the long run, except you get it checked out. But because of the way we are as Nigerians, we have this mentality of, oh, it will pass, let's be tough. No, you have to actually seek for professional help to get you out of certain situations. If not, you would repeat the same pattern. Majority of people who were traumatized in this life end up repeating the same pattern. Let's speak about even girls who were trafficked. A lot of girls went through the agony and through the pain of dealing with prostitution and what came with it, the dangers of it. Some of them were close to death, and because they had built a new behavior and a new pattern, they in turn became madams themselves because that's all they know. Let's even talk about the patriarchy that happens in secondary schools and schools in general. You see, when you're in JSS1 and you enter the first time, you get maltreated by a lot of the seniors there. We can see in the recent bullying cases, and you go through that overwhelming feeling of feeling hurt, and you would tell yourself, oh, when I get older, I would not react that way. But guess what? The pattern continues. When you now get into a higher class like SS1, you now become the torturer. You now take advantage of your position instead of you to reshape the system. Let's speak also of another case. When we look at Americans, there are so many kids that are being kidnapped off the side of the roads and abused and brainwashed for years. And guess what? When the police comes to rescue them, they still want to stay with their captors. They stay with their capturer. They stay with their abusers because they have this false idea of love. When it comes to Easy, I am not sentimental about the person to say because she is making choices now, but I feel like she has lost the direction. But let's not stray away from the topic. It is not about one person. It is about our children. We see that our government is not doing what they are supposed to do correctly to protect these children or bring them back home. A lot of kids, as somebody said, oh, why don't kids just go and sell pure water in the streets? Do you know how many kids are being kidnapped in traffic or on their way back from schools? They are taken away as small as 5-7 years old children. So in cases like that, who do you blame? But the most important thing, if you're going to bear a child and bring a child into this world, you should be damn ready to protect that child and provide for that child. A lot of girls, like I was trying to say in my previous videos, a lot of girls had been disowned from their families and pushed in the streets because they refused to travel. It is a culture in Nigeria that we need to break apart from. We need to break this cycle of parents pushing their children into dangerous situations. You are pushing children to a country where you don't know the people, don't know the culture, don't understand the mechanics of what really goes on. And most times when children come back and tell their parents, listen, this is what I went through, parents do this. I don't want to hear it. Oh, it cannot be. Oh, God forbid. Oh, but guess what? It did happen. A lot of ill things happen to these children, but you close your ears and say, no, I don't want to hear it. And a lot of people say I should stop saying Nigeria is poor, blah blah blah. That Nigeria is richer than other African country. You know, it takes a few seconds to actually Google, right, and see where we are. We are one of the poorest countries, not just in Africa, but in the world, because we have corrupt leaders. Now, do we have all our resources and everything it takes to be the greatest countries? Most definitely we do. But are our leaders going to pay attention to the people? No. And I'm sorry, at some points, people are so focused on survival that they do not even care what is good and evil anymore. To them, what is it to sacrifice a girl child? After all, they're going to be well off and they'll be able to eat and probably build a house in the future. I will still forever push it back to our leaders, because if we were a developed country and we had opportunities for proper jobs, do you really think that people would want to be on the streets? Do you think that we'll probably still have Yahoo boys, but do you think the percentage will be that high? Let's be realistic. Do you think people will just sit down one day and say, oh, I'm going to start kidnapping? No. Hunger pushes people to do a lot of ill things. My problem right now is about our children. Unfortunately, yes, it came from a messenger that people don't like, but hey, sometimes the right things come to you in the wrong packaging. It is what it is. I am not saying do not hate her or do not attack her. You are free to do whatever you want to do, but please do not lose focus on the message. Was she trafficked? The answer is yes. Do you believe it or not? That is a you problem. What happened to her, and it changed her whole behavior pattern, and it changed her brain chemistry. Is she still going to act crazy on the internet? Most highly very possible. But I have learned to separate my emotions for what people do. If you speak good, I will comment about it. I would love it. And if I see something that doesn't work for me, I move away. And please, for the love of God, can we train our children to know the difference between good and evil and stop expecting the public to train them? Because half the time, the same people you're looking at and admiring might disappoint you in the long run, okay? And I say that because somebody mentioned on my YouTube that, oh my God, that they're looking at me funny now because do I know how many children and people wanted to join Lizzie's way? Auntie, do you not know what happens when you go stand on the road? You don't know the dangers of it. You need someone on the internet to push you into doing what you were already probably planning to do. Like, let's be real. Bottom line, and what is most important, is due to circumstances, due to bad families, due to whatever the case might be, our children are at risk. They've been at risk for a very, very long time. My question is, what is the government going to do about this? How is the government going to ensure that all those little girls that were kidnapped and taken into prostitution in other countries, in Burkina Faso and Libya and the rest, how are we going to bring those girls back? This is not about faves, this is about our children. And I will forever stand on our children. My worst enemy can talk about children and I will be there, because that is our future. What is the government planning to do to stop this situation? That's what I want to know, and that is what you should worry about. The truth is, I might be liked today, and tomorrow I might make one small mistake and everybody hates me tomorrow. It is very possible, because I don't know what triggers anyone. And the truth is, I never even care to think like, oh, what will please this one and that one. My question is, how are we going to help our children? That's all I'm saying. We have to create awareness, and we have to, with time, this is why I say call out people who speak ill, because we need to clean the information that comes on the internet. We're all here to learn, but I want to know that our children are safe, because guess what? Today is Lizzie that was trafficked. Tomorrow it could be your kid. You just never know. You might be doing everything right to protect your child, and then your brother or sister or their uncles traffic them. Then what? How do we stop that from happening? That's my gist. Anyway, I love you guys. And don't be coming and fighting on my page. Me, I don't like it. There's a civil way to have discussions. If somebody abuse you, take the long road. Let's not be doing jaga jaga. I beg now. I beg. Okay, I'm begging you. That be nice. Okay? Love you guys. Good night. No more fighting, please.